Sound comes out all right, and we're able to give you a little play-by-play. We'd like to start off by giving you a brief rundown of tonight's opponent, the Durant Wildcats. If we can be competitive, I feel it will be a successful season. That's how Mike Early, one of 3 new head coaches in the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference, explained his goal for Durant's upcoming grid campaign. Early, an offensive assistant when Wisconsin Stout led all Division III schools in passing in 1987, will also have the tools for an awesome air show at Durant. The combination of senior quarterback Chad Meyer and senior end Kevin Backus will strike terror in most league secondaries. Last fall, Meyer was a second-team quarterback, 1,068 yards and 8 TDs, while Backus caught 17 passes for 252 yards and 3 touchdowns. Meyer was the only EIHC signal caller to throw for more than 1,000 yards, and when you think about all the good players in the EIHC last year, that's quite an accomplishment. Our quarterback and receivers have to be a strength from what I've seen on films, Early said. What I like about Chad Meyer is that he's a good athlete. The same goes for Backus. Backus had the longest punt return in the league last season when he went 85 yards for a score against Mid-Prairie on October 21st. Early is happy with the Wildcats' size. Returning prospects include Mike Shute, tight end, Kirk Hausman, offensive tackle, Brian Newsom, nose guard, Dave Einfeld, line, Doug Weatherman, defensive back, and Matt Smith, fullback. I'm cautiously optimistic, he said. One concern I have at the high school level, especially in Class 2A, is that we're not blessed with a lot of depth. Early hopes to employ a run-and-shoot offense this fall and may experiment with the radar defense his teams used at Wisconsin Stout. Once you see that defense, you won't believe it, he said. It's a total chaos. We'll send 11 guys on the line of scrimmage on 2 feet and gamble that the other team doesn't get off the ball. Defense was a vulnerable area for the 3-6 Wildcats in 1988. They yielded an average of 26 points and nearly 260 yards in 9 games. Durant finished 10th in scoring defense, 9th in total defense. The Wildcats, and that's quite an impressive offensive figure. I think Durant lost more games last year than the other teams won, Early said. We want to establish an environment around here that's conducive to winning. You look at Solon and Mount Vernon, they seem to grow up with winning. I hope we can accomplish something like that in the future. And if a little bit of reminder of last year, if you'll recall, Durant gave the Bears about all they wanted down at their home field. They won 21-20. So far this season, they lost their opener to Mount Vernon by a healthy score. And then last week, they bounced back and played Jessup, and they won that football game. So right now, they're standing 1-1 and in pretty good shape. So I'm sure that they'd like to come in here tonight and do nothing better than upset the Bears. So we'll be back in a little bit and give you a rundown on the West Branch Bears. Well, now we'll take a look at this.
But I was your
Bears. Nobody told West Branch your dominated team couldn't contend for a league championship.
up there on that hill.
Bears shocked the Eastern Iowa Hawkeye Conference with a 7-1 loop record before losing to Pleasantville at home in the Class 2A state playoffs. This fall, those juniors are seniors, and West Branch drops down to compete in Class 1A. In other words, the Bears with a 27 will be a serious threat to the conference and titles in 1989. That's the most in West Branch history. We're optimistic, West Branch coach Peterson says. I definitely think we will be in the top part of the conference, and our goal is to return to the playoffs. I know this sounds like a cliche, but we just want to improve every game and let the scoreboard take care of itself. Our first group should be able to play with anyone in the conference, Peterson says, but I don't feel we have quality depth right now, especially at tight end and offensive guard. Tailback is another area of concern. Last year, that position was filled by Troy Thompson, a graduated all-loop selection. Junior Sean McCarty and sophomore Kevin Braddock are expected to battle for the spot this fall. And as of right now, McCarty is the starter at that position, but this week Braddock was moved up from the fresh soft team. So evidently Kevin's having a good fall campaign so far, and he could be in there tonight. I think, in fact, I'm sure you'll see him in the backfield at some time tonight. Sean is the heir apparent, and he has the ability, Peterson says, but he hasn't practiced much because of his outstanding golfing ability and all of the golf meets he had late in the fall. McCarty happens to be one of the best young golfers in the state. Braddock is questionable right now because of a broken leg that he suffered in school this year, but he has rehabilitated. He has a steel plate in that leg, and he's looked fairly good in the fresh soft games, so we're hoping we see him in there tonight. I think our offense will come along quicker than I think our defense will come along quicker than our offense, Peterson says, but our offensive line and passing game should be pretty decent. Peterson said his son Lance will be one of the top centers in the state. The Bears' schedule won't make for an easy season, however. West Liberty, Solon, Wilton, and Tipton, they face early on the road, and that should be a very, very tough road schedule. The only scheduled contender they have at home is Mount Vernon, and there's a chance that they may not be able to play them because of the state playoffs since we play them the last game of the season.
And the West Branch Bears.
In reference to the schedule that Coach Peterson was talking about, he says that the schedule is a lot worse than last year. But what he does say is how well they'll finish will depend on if they get a few breaks and if they can win on the road. Like I said, they have the tougher part of the schedule on the road. The big one might be playing Solon at Solon for their homecoming. That's going to be a really, really tough game. We thought we'd just give you a few of the names and people that you might watch for in tonight's game. These are the people that Coach Peterson is depending on. And as we said, the number one person that he thinks about, I'm sure, is Lance Peterson, his son. Pete Miller, he's the fullback, fine nose guard. Todd Zinkula, he's an offensive guard, a fine linebacker. Richie Stout, offensive tackle, defensive end. Gary O'Leary, a slot back. John Hirschman, a real fine senior quarterback, plays some on defense in the backfield. Shannon Hubler, a fine defensive safety man. And I think that you're going to look down the roster and see that this is a real fine quality bunch of kids, and they're not only good football players, but they're good citizens. This isn't a bunch of troublemakers out here. So we'll be back in a little bit to bring you the football game, and we hope that it show you a Bear win tonight. All right, we're set to go here at Oliphant Street Field. Game time temperature is a balmy 68 degrees. Sean McCarty, number 28 for West Branch, set to kick off. Good kick down the right side. Taken by a Durant player on about his own 25-yard line, right straight up the field. Gets out to about the Durant 35. Nice tackle by Jamie Kessler on that kickoff. I think you're going to see a lot of balls in the air here. Durant Wildcats have a real potent offense. We got an offsides on the Wildcats here. They're going to be assessed a 5-yard penalty, bring up a 1st and 15.
1st and 15 to go for Durant.
All right, Durant set to go. 1st and 15 from their own 30. 11:08 to go, first quarter. First play of the football game. Kessler in has under heavy rush, has a man wide open for Durant. He could go all the way down the right side. One man to get him, that's Wagaman. He's all the way down to the Bear 13-yard line.
Kevin Backus, a flag thrown on the play. First and goal for the Wildcats just inside the West Branch 5-yard line.
Bears have their work cut out for them. Shocked on the very first play from scrimmage on over a 60-yard pass play from the quarterback to Backus, and Durant's close to a touchdown.
2-yard line. And on the tackle. 2nd down and goal for the Wildcats.
2nd down, goal to go for the Wildcats here. Everyone hardly settled into their feet. They sweep it right.
Backus around
and a fine hit there.
Block for a loss.
Todd Zinkula in there to throw him for about a yard loss.
Third down and goal.
Durant still knocking on the door here. Third down and 1. This time they try to sweep to the other side. No, it's a fake quarterback keeper, and he stopped short again.
Meyer on a quarterback keeper.
I appreciate it. All right, big play here for the Bears. 4th and goal for the Durant Wildcats. If they could hold him out here, it would be a very big play early in this football game. He looks to throw. He's looking to the end zone. Has a man open. He overthrows him. The Bears hold. Great defensive stand by the Bears.
Meyer's pass incomplete. West Branch defense.
We'd like nothing better than to see a 99-yard drive to start this football game. Bears started on their own 1 with 9:09 to go first quarter. No score. Durant digs in. Handoff inside to Miller, and he gets about 4 tough yards.
Number 44, the fullback. Gain of 4.
O'Leary wide right. Second down, about 6. Handoff to McCarty this left side. He has some running room, and he may be out there for a first down. First down for the Bears. Ball at about the West Branch 15. O'Leary wide right again. This time a handoff over the left side to McCarty, and he finds a hole and scores through it again.
A gain of about 6. Second down and 4 for the Bears.
We notice Coach Sexton and Coach Peterson working feverishly down here on the sidelines trying to diagnose that first play to see exactly what happened there. I think they've got it figured out. Handoff over the left side to McCarty, and they are pounding the left side of that Bear offensive line, just straight ahead blocking. Bears pick up the first down. Now 1st and 10 from the Bear 25-yard line. This drive started on their own 1, remember. 6:51 to go, first quarter. Handoff over the right side to McCarty, and a good defense there by Durant.
Drop for a loss of a couple of yards.
Bears set to go. 2-yard loss on that last play brings up a 2nd and 12. Hirschman back for his first pass attempt under heavy pressure and slips as he throws the ball, as well as the receiver slipping down also.
John Hirschman's pass.
As we said before, this is a good Durant football team. Bears have their hands full here at Oliphant Street tonight. 3rd down and 12. Hirschman back to throw. Has good pass protection. Rushed out of the pocket. Still on his feet. Has room to go. He could get the first down. He could go. Down that right side. Stays inside and takes a hit, and down he goes. I would like to have seen him go out of bounds there instead of turning it back inside, but that just goes to show you the kind of man that John Hirschman is, and I do say man. Bears pick up the big first down ball at the Durant 35-yard line, and I think that last play just kind of typifies why John Hirschman plays quarterback on this football team. That's what leaders are made of. Handoff to Miller over the left side, and squirts through there for about 4 quick ones. Give Miller 6 yards on that last carry. 2nd down and 4. Ball right on the Durant 30-yard line. Handoff to McCarty, and he squirts through there. Man, he's through that hole quick. He's close to another first down.
Ball carrier. Close on the tackle in that last play.
McCarty picks up the first down for the Bears. Ball resting on about the Durant 23-yard line. Hirschman back for that quick pass to the flat to O'Leary. It's caught. O'Leary turns it upfield, and he's down to about the 13.
Number 7.
This will be the 11th play of this drive. Remember, it started on the Bear 1-yard line. 2nd down and 1 now on about the Durant 13. 4:20 to go. Wagaman in motion. Handoff over the left side to Miller. A huge hole, and he fumbles the football. Let's see who got it.
For the first down, there's a
Let's see who got it. First and goal, ball on the Durant 2 1/2 yard line. 3:51 to go. No score in this football game. Wagaman in motion to the left again. Handoff to Miller again, and it looks like he's in. Touchdown Bears.
Number 44, Pete Miller for the West Branch touchdown.
The extra point, we have a flag.
McCarty will try the extra point again. The Bears penalty.
McCarty in to attempt the extra point again after the 5-yard offside penalty. It's good. Right down the middle of the uprights, and I must say that's one of the most impressive drives that this announcer has seen in quite a few years of announcing here at West Branch. That drive went 99 yards, 12 plays, and ended with Miller making the touchdown.
Has hit a grand slam home run for the Cubs. And Chicago leads Pittsburgh 6-1 going into the bottom of the sixth. McCarty to kick off for the Bears. Bacchus deep for Durant.
McCarty set to kick for the Bears after that 99-yard touchdown drive. 3:45 to go. Bears a player short, but he gets on in time, and we're going to wait and see. There's a flag goes down. We'll wait to see what happens. Bears assessed a 5 yards offside penalty when they only had 10 men on the field. There's the kick by McCarty. It's touched by a Durant player short, taking it about the Durant 42-yard line, and once again they're out to about their own 48-yard line here.
For Durant.
Durant takes over here on their own 48-yard line. 3:24 to go, first quarter. Bears lead this thing 7-0. Durant's had good field position. A solid hit. Lance Peterson, All-State center for the Bears, shows why he gets the recognition that he deserves.
53, Lance Peterson. Second down and 9 for the Wildcats.
Tremendous hit there by Peterson to stop that play for no gain. Second down, 10. Durant, quarterback slips down, and let's see who's in there again. That's Suckamel this time.
Myers Slipton is down at about the 40-yard line. Of 8 on the play.
Try to get the defensive backfield in here for the Bears. 21 Wagaman, number 2 Shannon Hubler, 7 O'Leary, and out here number 28 Mr. McCarty. Quick pass over there in the flat. Bears on that quick. He gets away, and down the right side he goes again for a first down.
Myers pass complete.
Graham and Zinkula, linebackers for the Bears here. Fourth down for the Wildcats, 4th and 6 on about the West Branch 48-yard line. That's a high snap clear over the punter's head, and we'll see if he's able to get this away. He's down on his knees, and he's hit immediately by a West Branch player, number 7, Gary O'Leary. Fine defensive play by O'Leary.
About the 21-yard line.
Well, the Bears have proven what they can do with poor field position. Let's see what they can do here with good field position. They take over this football after the bad snap on the punt at about the Durant 22-yard line. 58 seconds to go, first quarter. There goes Miller over the right side, and they bring him down just barely about the 5-yard line.
The tackle by Meyer.
All right, I tell you, we're seeing some hard running by the fullback and the slot back for the Bears. Wagaman in motion, handoff over left side to Miller, and that's just straight ahead power for the touchdown. Touchdown, Pete Miller, a fine run by Miller.
Touchdown.
McCarty set to kick for the Bears. They lead this football game 14-0 with the first quarter just about over here. Durant player takes it on about his own 25-yard line, and he squirts through there out to about the Durant 33-yard line.
Wildcat.
All right, Jamie Kessler in there on that tackle along with Rod Dahlhauser. Dahlhauser comes from the good football family. His brother played last year. Off the field there. I'm sure he'd like to be out there with his players right now. Handoff over the right side, and holy Toledo.
Ball carrier for the Wildcats.
Todd Zinkula in there, number 59. Let's see who else gets up off that pile.
Suckamel and Zinkula in on the tackle.
Second down 13 here for Durant.
Ball is at the 33-yard line.
After the penalty right before the end of the quarter. Ball on about the Durant 33-yard line. Meyer back to throw over here to Backus in the right flat, and he has him. Going to be about a 5-yard gain. Meyer sets him down here on a 3rd and 8. Big defensive play for the Bears. Fakes a quick throw. Just simply throws the ball up for grabs down the middle. Looked like a mixed pattern there. The end broke it off.
Down for the Wildcats.
Meyer unofficially 3 for 5 in the passing department. They've run 6 running plays to this point. They've only had 11 offensive plays so far in the first half. Tremendous pressure. I think that ball was partially blocked. And number 2, Shannon Hubert picks it up on about the West Branch 44-yard line. We'd like to think that we're seeing a nice pattern develop here. Last week, if you'll remember, the Bears scored 5 of the first 6 times they touched the football. Tonight, they've scored 2 for 2. Touched the ball 2 times. They've scored 2 touchdowns. Hirschman back to throw. Has that man open in the flat over there, O'Leary, and through his hand.
For number 7, O'Leary.
Once again, Scott Stout and Tony Leneskis shuttling the plays in every other play at that guard position. Stout, only a sophomore, getting a lot of valuable playing experience. Miller over the left side for about 3 yards, and the ball's ruled down again. 3rd and 7 here for the Bears. Ball on the West Branch 46-yard line. 9:36, second quarter. Bears lead 14-0. Hirschman sets him down. Back to throw. Has protection. Has a man over the middle, and I'll tell you, he rifled that football. It was intended for Wagaman. Off his hands and into the hands of a Durant defender for the interception. Durant takes over after the interception. Hirschman rifled that football in there. West Branch is going to have to try and hang on to those. Long pass down the left side. Wagaman intercepts at about the West Branch 35-yard line.
35-yard line by number 21, J.B. Wagaman.
Bears get the ball right back after the interception by Wagaman, now on their own 33-yard line. Try to start this thing over again. Miller's hit immediately this time, but he has good leg strength. He's still on his feet after 3 defenders hit him.
Start on the play, 2nd down and 9 for the Bears.
Huge crowd on hand here at home opener for the Bears at Oliphant Street Field tonight. 2nd down, 9. Hirschman looks left, has a man open over here. That's O'Leary. He has the catch, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. I think he has it.
Run out of bounds at the 45.
O'Leary doing a nice job there of knowing where he had to go to get the 1st down before he got out of bounds. 1st and 10 Bears on about the West Branch 45-yard line, and Wagaman in motion. Hirschman is hit immediately, but somehow gets the ball to McCarty, who gets about a yard. 2nd down and 9. Hirschman did a good job of just getting the handoff on that last play. One of the Durant defenders was in there immediately. Hirschman back to throw, has protection, has a man over the middle. Wagaman drops the ball, and we also have a flag down.
Wagaman, incomplete. There's a flag on the field. 2nd down, 19 for the Bears. 2nd down, 19 for the Bears after the holding penalty. Delayed handoff to McCarty, and he has some running room up the middle. He could go all the way. He's down that right side. Has some blockers there. Cuts it back inside, and what a great run by Sean McCarty. Let's see if they rule it a touchdown. He's tackled by his own man down there in the end zone. A tremendous tackle by O'Leary. Tremendous tackle. We hope McCarty's all right. Attempt the extra point now. He's trying to do it all, but it's blocked this time. I'm sure he might have been a little bit leg tired on that after that long run, but give McCarty a lot of credit. What a tremendous run, and that's exactly what the Bears need, is that explosive back out of the backfield. Miller in to kick for the Bears. Like I said, McCarty's a little bit tired. He's trying to do the kicking chores and everything. Durant takes the football on about their own 20. They head up the left side, and number 33, Tony Graham, in there on a one-on-one tackle down at about the Durant 25-yard line. By number 33, Tony Graham.
You'll recall last week he had a chance at an 80-yard touchdown run and didn't turn it back inside like that and got caught. This week he learned a little bit, turned that ball back inside and scores on a 64-yard touchdown run by McCarty to put the Bears ahead 21-0. You'll see Jamie Kessler in there on a fine defensive play from the defensive end spot.
The ball is at the Durant 19-yard line.
We got Miller in there at nose tackle. Peterson at one tackle. Suckham at the other. Durant tries that left side, and man, he is hit. Tremendous hit put in there by the Bears. The ball squirts out, and we'll wait and see who has it. They give it to the Bears at about the Durant 20-yard line.
Durant 21-yard line. Tremendous hit there by Todd Zinkula, one of the Bear linebackers, popped that ball out. Shannon Hubler in there recovered for the Bears. They now have it on the Durant 20-yard line with 5:16 to go. First half, lead this football game 20-0. Wagaman in motion. Once again, there's a Durant defender in there before Hirschman hardly has time to turn around. Wagaman has the ball this time, and he's hit by about, I would say, at least 8 of the 11 Durant defenders, and somehow got back to the offensive line for the Bears. We've got Stout at one tackle, Lenescazette at the guard, Zinkula at one guard, Suckamo at the other tackle. Hubler on one side, still McCarty and Miller in the backfield, along with Wagaman. O'Leary spread right. Hirschman fakes the handoff. He's looking for O'Leary in the end zone. Has a man coming open underneath. That's Miller, and he could go. Tremendous run by Pete Miller. Tremendous run. Caught the football, which you like to see, and right into the end zone. McCarty to attempt the extra point. This time it's up. Good. Bears lead this football game 27-0 with 3:35 to go in the first half. McCarty set to kick for the Bears. Good kick right down the middle. Durant takes it at about their own 20-yard line, up the left side, and you notice that Durant seems to be running a little bit tentative at this point. Some strong hits on these kickoff teams. Durant set to go at about their own 34 here. 3:10 to go, first half. 27-0 Bears. Meyer hands off over that right side, and man, I'll tell you, those backs are hit almost as soon as they get the football. Defensive setup here for the Bears. We got Stout at one defensive end, Peterson at one tackle, Miller at nose guard, Lenescas at the other side, along with Suckamo. Kessler out there at defensive end, Hubler, McCarty, Wagaman, Zinkula at linebacker. Durant gets loose and gets out close to the first down.
Close to a first down. Yard line.
O'Leary in there at defense also for the Bears. We forgot to mention him last time. Tony Graham in there now at one linebacker slot. Durant tries the pass, and it's tremendous hit. Let's see who that was. That Durant player was hit immediately. That's Mr. McCarty again.
Intended for Lilienthal. Broken up by McCarty. Head to punt.
Officials timeout there. Richie Stout had to fix some gear. This time the snap gets to the punter. It's a great kick, real high hang time, fair catch signaled by Wagaman at about the Bear 28-yard line. Wagaman does a good job there on the fair catch and hold on to that football. This will be the 6th possession for the Bears in the first half. They've got 4 touchdowns to show for those 6 possessions so far. This time McCarty goes in motion. Hirschman back to throw. He's under heavy pressure. Scrambles out of the pocket. Doing a great job of scrambling tonight. Still on his feet, and he like to see him dump the ball here.
Hirschman tackled at the 27-yard line. 13 for West Branch.
Give Hirschman credit on that last play. He probably really did the smart thing by holding on to the football. There's no sense throwing it up in the air in your own territory like that, risking the interception with only 46 seconds left in the half. Delayed handoff to McCarty, and boy, he does a good job of limp-legging it through there. Barring any penalties, this will be the last play of the first half. 14 seconds to go here. Tremendous offensive display by the Bears. Defense rock solid. Hirschman back to throw. Durant does a good job on the pass rush. Rolls right, throws back across the grain, and intercepted by Durant. And Durant turns it back inside, but that's going to be the end of the first half. No flags. Bears lead this football game 27-0, scoring on 4 of 6 possessions. And we'll be back to try to give you a few stats before the start of the second half. All right, Durant goes back over to the sidelines here for a moment. While they do that, we'll try to give you a few stats here.
In that first half, West Branch had a total of 26 plays, 19 running and 7 passing. We had Hirschman 3 of 7, 2 interceptions. On the Durant side of the football, they had 10 running plays and also 7 passing plays for a total of 17 plays. We had Meyer 3 of 7, one of those being that long 60-yard pass, the very first play of the football game, where they get down to the Bears 1 and then fail to take it in. West Branch scored on 4 of its 6 possessions in the first half. First score being on a 2.5-yard run by Miller. Next possession, Miller comes right back on a 5-yard run and scores. Then we had McCarty on a real fine 64-yard touchdown run. And then the final scoring of the first half for the Bears was a Hirschman to Miller 20-yard touchdown pass. So Pete Miller having a great first half. McCarty also having a great first half. Hirschman doing a good job, 3 of 7. He did have 2 interceptions, but one of those being on the last play of the first half, and that was more or less a gimme there.
Number 82, Rick Bentrot, to kick off for the Wildcats. Tony Graham, number 30.
Bentrot set to kick off for Durant.
21 deep for the Bears.
Ball goes to O'Leary. Bobbles it momentarily, and the ball is down on about the West Branch 23-yard line.
Number 82, Jamie Kessler.
Miller and Zinkula on the Suckamore and Zinkula on the right side of the Bear offensive line. Peterson at center. Lanaskis and Stout on that left side. They run that left side again. Hirschman fakes a handoff and gets about 3 yards. Really don't think you're going to see anything too fancy here by the Bears in the second half. Leading this football game 27-0. Really, they don't really want to exhort too much here. Hirschman's hit after he throws the football, intended for McCarty out here on the right flat, and the ball pass is incomplete. Hirschman's first pass of the second half drops incomplete. His stats for the first half, that 3 for 7, might be a little deceiving. He threw the ball very hard a couple times over the middle. Kind of a cool night. They could have just as well been completions. That ball is tipped. One of the Durant defenders got a hand on it. Bears forced to punt on 4th down here. 4th and 5. McCarty in to punt from about his own 16-yard line. Good snap. Kicks away. A fine kick by McCarty. Durant player takes it on about his own 36-yard line. Right away, Zinkula's there. Let's see who else is in there. That's Moose Suckamole, number 78. Once again, the Bears appeared to be just a tad flat on the offensive side of the football coming out of the locker room, but I'm sure it's hard for them emotionally to get going again, leading 27-0. Durant, fine run there over the left side, about 3 yards. Ball on about the Durant 43, 2nd down and 6, 9:42 to go, 3rd quarter. Meyer back to throw under heavy pressure. There's Kessler for 1. Suckamole's in there, and let's see who's on the bottom of the pile. Try to find out who it is. Number 44, Pete Miller, the nose guard. Number 82, Jamie Kessler,
2-yard line.
making a real fine improvement from last year to this year. He's a real good young football player. Here goes Meyer back on a delayed handoff, and he was under heavy pressure.
Ball number. The tackle by Zinkula.
Durant forced to punt here on 4th and 17. He'll be punting from about his own 16-yard line. Good snap. Kicks away. Nice high kick. Let's see who signaled. McCarty signals for the fair catch at about the West Branch 37-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Bears.
Bears at their own 37. 8:16 to go, 3rd quarter. Wagaman in motion. Turns it upfield. Hirschman rolls out. Has the man there. Pitches it to McCarty. He has some running room, and down the left side he goes. Nice run by McCarty. Puts his shoulder down and gets about an extra 4 yards. Real fine run there by McCarty. He has that. He's a Ronnie Harmon type runner. Has that ability to seem to shift gears once he gets that corner turned. Has that little extra gear in there. 1st down Bears. A lot of jumping going on. Let's see what the penalty is.
Penalty on the play.
I'm sure Durant didn't need that, but they're assessed 5 yards on the encroachment. Brings up a 1st and 5 for the Bears. Ball on about the Durant 36-yard line. Once again, Wagaman in motion to the left. Hirschman fakes a handoff, steps up in the pocket, hits his man out here in the flat. That's Pete Miller. Nice catch by Miller. Great night for football here at Oliphant Street. Temperature still hovering right around 68 degrees.
The officials have called for a measurement.
Officials bring the chains out for a measurement here.
First down for the Bears.
Number 52, Mike Kessler in there at right tackle for the Bears. Graham in motion to the left. Hirschman under heavy pressure, and down he goes. Nice play by Durant. Number 72 there for Durant in on the tackle. That's Travis Bullard. Crew tonight, Danny Bowman, Bruce Jeffries, Arkansas Bass, Norm Bickford on the down markers. Second down 19 after the sack. 6:33 to go, third quarter. Handoff to Graham, and boy, he's hit again.
At the line of scrimmage.
Durant doing a good job on defense here. 3rd and 24, pushing the Bears back. McCarty in motion to the left. Hirschman wants to throw, fakes the throw, and gets tangled up in there with some feet. And down he goes. So the Bears going to be forced to punt here. 5:21 to go. McCarty set the punt from his own 40-yard line. Good snap. Punts away. It's a fine punt. All the way down to about the Durant 11-yard line. And Durant, there goes this football out. Let's see who has it. West Branch is all over it. I think the Bears have recovered. That's Moose Suckable, number 78.
Recovered by West Branch.
Best field possession of the second half for the Bears. They start on their own 23, their own 37. This time they're on the Durant 28, so we'll see if they can do something here offensively. Hirschman back to throw. Looks downfield. He's under pressure. Gets the ball away, and he's tackled. Had a man hanging on him as he tried to throw that football. To huddle as Coach Rummels comes off the field. One compliment I think we'd like to give the Bears that we can see by sitting here and doing the games and watching the games is this year they look very organized, and we see a real good disciplinary team here. That's two of the things that you have to be successful at this football. 4:40 to go, 2nd and 10 Bears. McCarty in motion. They throw it out to here in the flat, and ball was a little bit behind him, and he had some room to run. I think he wanted to run a little bit before he had the football. Bears break the huddle. Hats off to the West Branch Bear cheerleaders tonight in their new uniforms, doing a good job. Their sponsor, Jenny Peterson. Hirschman looks to throw. He has O'Leary on a slant pattern, and down O'Leary goes. He's going to be close to a first down. O'Leary gets the first down. Ball now at about the Durant 16-yard line. Bears deep in Durant territory here. Handoff over that left side to Miller, and that's the play that worked so well in the first half. Miller picks up about 3 yards on that last play. 3:29 to go, third quarter. Bears lead this thing 27-0. Miller and McCarty in the backfield. This time McCarty gets it, the second man through, and he's going to get about 2 more.
McCarty for a couple of yards.
Bears, left guard. Just basic football here for the Bears. I'm sure Coach Peterson really doesn't want to open it up too much at this point. Third down about 5. Hirschman fakes the throw, then throws out in the flat to McCarty. He turns it up, upfield, and let's see if he's going to have the first down. He's going to be real close. Bears break the huddle. First and goal on about the 5. I'll be real surprised if we don't see about 4 running plays here. 2:13 to go, third quarter. Wagaman in motion to the left. Handoff to Tony Graham. He stays on his feet, but Durant drives him back.
Ball carrier, number 33.
Coach Peterson giving his first unit some needed work here. Most of the first string still in there. Second down goal. Hirschman's quarterback sneaks straight ahead, and he may have it. Let's see. Touchdown Bears. Touchdown Bears. Miller in to attempt the extra point. That was an 8-play, 28-yard drive by the Bears. Miller's kicks off to the left. So the score is going to remain 33-0 in favor of the Bears with 1:28 to go, third quarter.
Durant nothing.
Miller set to kick off for the Bears. His extra point attempt was a little bit off to the left. Nice booming punt all the way down to the Durant 15-yard line. Durant man still on his feet and gets out to about the Durant 33-yard line. We have a Bear player down. Let's hope he's not injured here.
First and 10 for the Wildcats at the 32.5-yard line.
Number 15, J.D. Grimm, in on defense for the Bears. Wagaman makes the interception down that right side. Here he comes, and he's an exciting runner once he gets his hands on the ball. Still on his feet, takes a wicked hit at about the... When they threw the ball, yeah. When they threw the ball, interception, where was the line of scrimmage there? Uh-oh. Once again, Coach Rummels comes off the field. We'd like to make a correction on that last defensive play. Number 15 we have on the program is J.D. Grimm, but we found out now that that's Kevin Braddock wearing J.D.'s number. So that's number 15 is Kevin Braddock in the ball game. O'Leary wide right. Zenkiel and Suckamole on the right side. Peterson at center. Hirschman sets him down. Graham in the backfield now for Pete Miller, who was injured on that last play. Hopefully it's not serious. Hirschman rolls right, looks right, has a man coming over the middle. That was intended for Kessler.
Pass intended for Kessler, incomplete.
Number 89.
Down 10 for the Bears.
Nick Francisco in the ball game. Wide left. Still Graham and McCarty in the backfield. Hirschman rolls left, looks downfield, has a man over the middle, and that ball is incomplete, intended once again for J.B. Wagaman.
Third down and 10.
Unofficially, we have Hirschman 3 of 9 the second half in the passing department. Third down and 10 here. Wagaman in motion to the right, 21 seconds left, third quarter. Hirschman rolls right, pitches late to McCarty. McCarty puts his head down, and he's going to get about 2.
To the 20-yard line.
The Bears leading this football game 33-0.
33, Durant nothing.
Well,
7 for the Bears.
Once again, we see a very, very unusual formation here by the Bears. Holy Toledo. The Durant coach out on the field here trying to be restrained. We don't know what's going on. What was the matter? We don't know exactly what happened, but the Durant coach was out on the field. Now the Bears go into the regular formation. Hirschman under heavy pressure. Down he goes, fumbles the football. Durant has the football. They're one way or the other, they're going to take over since that was fourth down anyway at about the Durant 35-yard line.
Durant.
Durant takes over at their own 35. Believe it or not, Durant only had 4 offensive plays in the third quarter. This will be their 5th play on offense in the second half of this football game with 11:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Under heavy pressure, Suckamole almost has him now. Stout greets him, and back comes Suckamole.
Meyer sack.
Mr. Suckamole and Mr. Stout greet Mr. Meyer. Number 78, Ryan the Moose Suckamole, injured on that last play, but we're happy to see him get up and walk off under his own power here. Looked to be some type of a injury to his right leg, but he looks pretty good right now. Durant under tremendous pressure by the Bears, tremendous pressure all the way back to their own 17-yard line. That's Lance Peterson and Pete Miller.
Ball is at the 18-yard line.
Number 58, Eric Bumgardner in now for the Bears, that left tackle position. Stout still at left end. Durant hands off over the left side. He's tackled immediately. I think that's let's see who that is. Number 52, Mike Kessler, in on that tackle.
4th down for Durant.
Durant set the punt. They'll be punting from their own 5-yard line here with 9:45 to go. High snap again, but he gets it off. That ball, I don't know how he got it off. Number 66, Richie Stout, right on top of him, and he somehow kicked the football underneath Stout.
Punt return for the Bears.
Peterson there at center now for the Bears. Coach Peterson trying to work some of his younger players in here. We got Zenkula at quarterback. We got a new backfield here too. We got Graham at fullback. Kevin Braddock over there at that halfback spot. Graham touches the football and he's hit almost immediately, but he jumps right up. Chuck Donohue, Nick Francisco, and Mike Kessler in there for the Bears now. Seeing some play in action.
The ball is at the 23-yard line.
Still have Graham and Braddock in the backfield. Braddock being elevated from the fresh off team just this week. Sees his first action as varsity for the Bears. Pitch here to Braddock. He's got some running room and he can scoot. Turns that corner, makes a good fake, stays on his feet, and down he goes at about the Durant 14-yard line. Eric Baumgartner in the game once again for the Bears, along with number 5, Matt Messenger. Francisco still in there at one end slot. Zenkula still at quarterback. Hands off to Braddock over that left side, and he goes forward for about 3 yards.
Go for the Bears.
4th and 4 for the Bears. 85, J.J. Smith in there at a wide receiver spot now. Zenkula showing tremendous quickness for a guard playing quarterback. 7:35 to go. Throws the football in there to Smith on a slant pattern, and Zenkula also has a tremendous arm.
The pass reception by number 85, J.J. Smith. Line.
Number 56, Rod Dahlhauser in there for the Bears now. 7:15 to go. Handoff over the right side to Braddock. He's hit immediately.
Braddock, the ball carrier.
Gets a yard. Second and 9 for the Bears. Jason Free still at center. Graham Braddock the backfield. Handoff to Braddock over that right side, and he really has nowhere to go on that one. Eric Baumgartner replaces Chuck Donahoe. A little mix-up on that interior line. Dahlhauser now moves over to the right side. Second down, 25 after a clipping penalty on the Bears. Number 9 for the Bears, that's Darren Osmondson, gets tackled from behind. Going his football game. Bears lead 33-0. Nice to get a victory, but it's even nicer not to have any kids injured. We notice that there's really no one, it looks to be seriously injured, other than maybe a few nicks and bruises. Zenkula tries to throw the football again, and we may have a flag downfield, but a Durant player unloads on Matt Messenger almost after the play was over with, but no flags.
Intended for number 5.
Zenkula sets him down with a 4th and 25 here. Calls the play. Delayed handoff over the right side to Braddock, and he really has nowhere to go again.
Braddock, the ball carrier. Stopped at the 23-yard line where Durant will take over on down.
Coach Peterson called a timeout there, getting his defensive alignment. A lot of new faces out there. We will try to get them on eventually here. 4:56 to go. Durant has the ball in their own 22. Trail in this football game, 33-0. Roll out to throw. Looks down the right side, intended for their big tight end, and he tight ropes it. And Graham in on the tackle. Durant will do their best to try to push a score in here. I'm sure Bears would like to preserve that shutout. Meyer back to throw once again. Down he goes, and he slips, and we got a flag.
Meyer slips. Second down, 4 yards to go for the Wildcats.
Dahlhauser out for the Bears now. Coach Peterson giving him some instructions over here on the sideline. 4:31 to go. Personal foul against the Bears, roughing the passer. Gives him a 15-yard penalty. They get about a yard now, going to bring up a third down. Nick Francisco out now for the Bears.
Third down and 2 for Durant.
Braddock in the backfield. 85, J.J. Smith. Number 9, Darren Osmondson. Meyer back to throw, under heavy pressure, rolls right. Tremendous try there, number 75 for the Bears. Scott Stout almost had him, and then he's hit, and down he goes.
For a loss on the play. Tackled by Jason Freese.
Messenger in that defensive backfield now. 4th and 3 here for Durant. Man in motion. Ball on about the Durant 46-yard line. They need to get to the 50. Under tremendous pressure, here comes Leneskis. The ball is thrown, and it's complete for the first down at about the Bear 47-yard line.
First down at the West Branch 47.
2:36 left in this football game. 1st and 10 Durant on about the Bear 46, 47-yard line. Leneskis in at one linebacker spot, Graham at the other. The ball is thrown out here to the right.
Myers pass batted down.
Tipped by one of the West Branch players.
Hellcat.
Coach Peterson rotating defensive ends here. Francisco Dahlhauser, number 75 over here on the left, Scott Stout. 2nd down 10. Meyer back to throw, goes long, and there's really no one over there. We'll wait to see
Myers pass incomplete.
what the play really was for the Bears, or for the Wildcats. Bears lead this thing 33-0. 2:16, 4th quarter. Meyer rolls left. He's under pressure by the Bears. Dahlhauser's over there. And number 9, a nice play there by Darren Osmondson to break that pass play up. Nice play by Darren Osmondson there to break that pass play up. 2:10 to go, 4th down, 10 yards to go. We have a flag.
Penalty is called. The ball is at the Durant 47-yard line, 4th down.
Durant assessed an illegal procedure 5-yard penalty, brings up a 4th and 15 now. Quick look-in pass here for their tight end. That's he could go. He gets loose, stays on his feet, and the Bears have him about the West Branch 25-yard line. Kevin Braddock and Osmondson in on the tackle once again. Nice pass play there by Durant. Myers has a good arm. We knew that before the night started. Back to throw once again. Going for that touchdown. There's a pass inside. Taken by that big tight end again, and he's going to score.
Pass complete.
Touchdown, Durant.
Touchdown. The touchdown catch made by number 80, Kevin Backett.
Point try is up, and let's see if it makes it. No signal. No good. So Bears lead this thing 33-6 with a minute and 32 seconds left.
33, Durant 6.
Off. Good kick down the middle. Let's see. That's Graham at about the West Branch 15.
Line.
Cuts it inside. Has a little shoot, and there's a solid hit there by Durant at about the West Branch 26-yard line. Bears break the huddle with 1:02 left. Ball in the West Branch 26. Osmondson in motion to the left. Zinke, the quarterback, handoff to Braddock. He hasn't much running room.
Braddock
gets maybe a yard. Center for the Bears. Dahlhauser and Stout at the guards. Braddock and Graham in the backfield. This will probably be the last play of the game, barring any penalties. Handoff to Graham over the inside. That should do it. Clock's running down now. Bears, another fine game for the West Branch Bears. They win this thing 33-6.
The end of the ball game with the score, West Branch.
Durant never really got on track. They had a chance to score early that might have changed the complexion of this game, but they didn't get the job done on 4 tries from the 1-yard line. And I think that the Bears have it all together right now, and hope to see you next week when the Bears travel to Solon, face the Spartans in their homecoming game, and it should be one of the premier games in the league this year. So hope to see you next week, and let's hope the Bears can bring home another victory and make it 3-0 this season.